Camera. Yes, our meeting is recording now, and only Rafa should have visible in camera. And I think this is all. One remarks more. During the presentation, I will send to you by the chat the link to the small questionnaire, and this questionnaire will help us to know your feedback from our presentation. And we can discuss the results of this questionnaire after our presentation. Okay. I think this is all from my side. Rafa, you can start and you can share the screen.
Okay, maybe I turn off my camera. Where is it?
Left corner.
Oh. Okay. According to words of my colleagues, Greg, my name is Rafał Wojcik, and I want to show you the presentation about scenario-based learning. My presentation contains 7 points, and the first point is what is eSTEM project? At the start, it is worth to refer to the field of pedagogy. It's called action-based learning. In this field of research, we have many methods to support education. For example, project-based, case-based, other methods, and also scenario, inquiry, problem, and dataset-based learning, which are applied in our project. We use these 4 methodologies to develop a set of IT tools called Superfast Learning Machine. This is, one moment, waiting room. This is the result of work in the presented STEM presentation. The details of the project are shown on the slide. Of course, you can visit the website for more information. So let me introduce scenario-based approach. Next slide. Scenario-based approach, it is the road or path which we must go through to learn new knowledge or skills. Next slides of my presentation are also this type of path. Start with what is SBL, next what is storyline, etc., to obtain new knowledge. Okay, let's start from the first stage. It means what is SBL. Scenario-based learning is the methodology where the scenario establishes a context for the learning and provides a specific problem that needs to be solved. In this context, the scenario creates an environment in which there are several tasks to be complete and possibilities for learning, many scenarios. The most important element in the storyline is a realistic situation. SBL storyline is a realistic situation where sequence of stages is present. Possible choice allow the learner to reach an outcome. Each problem can be presented as a set of if then, if else rules. Such a set of rules makes it possible to build new scenario. Learning occurs when the user goes through the storyline and is guided to develop new competencies. The easiest way to build the scenario is to use the pattern case following chosen practical task, practical problem. What is important benefit in this context? Virtual scenarios let learners to get professional experience within a much shorter time than real jobs. SBL lets them learn through a trial and error process without facing the consequences and wrong decision. SBL also has challenges. Scenarios related to the real life process usually have a huge number of alternative ways and different ways. In this context, the biggest challenges include selection of path which allow to obtain new knowledge and learning outcomes. In the case of SBL, the scenario establish a context for the learning and provide specific problems that need to be solved. That means the choice of offered to learners are provided by the scenarios. More information you can find in our theoretical background. The theoretical background explains what scenario-based learning methodology is and states its benefits and challenges. A short version and of theoretical background and also long version. It is available on the website. You can access the website by scanning the QR code. If you are a teacher, you probably want to know how to use it in practice. No problem, I will show you the process, how to use scenario-based methodology. The whole process consists of 12 steps. The most important of them will be explained in the next slides. First, how to build a storyline, because it's first element in course scripting. During the course scripting, teacher formulates ILOs. What is ILOs? ILOs is intended learning outcomes. After that, teacher selects the scenario structure. Next, prepare lecture knowledge base with information about knowledge to present for students. And the last steps in course scripting, design the storyline. Next step is adopt the SLFL machine to use in the course. The SLFL machine adds additional possibilities to the course scripting. When we prepare a collection of materials, we can use it with SLFL machine. I will show you some of examples how to use it on the next stage of my presentation. After that, after adopt SLFL machine, you can prepare your lesson and guide students according to the lesson. Learning occurs when the users goes through the scenario. After that, you can access the results of lesson. We want the students obtain new knowledge. I hope it's look very simple. You can find more information in our pedagogical guidelines. Pedagogical guidelines guides you through the process of designing and implementing and evaluating a scenario-based activity. You can find it on the toolbox on the website and, of course, by scanning QR code. We use this methodology for a practical lecture on topics of databases, which is our example presentation available on the project website. You can find this presentation above this link after scanning QR code. We prepare our presentation for informatics students working in the group. The lesson time will take 2 hours, 19 minutes. It is for a group from 10 to 30 students. In the lesson, we want to achieve the following learning outcomes. The most important is the students know and understand basic terms related to the principles of modeling and database design. This is the most important from practical point of view and professional point of view for students of informatics and programmers. When we define the learning outcomes, we can go to the lecture. We put our topics into a self-help machine. Topics of learning outcomes. And after that, we receive a content. That means it contains questions and answers for my topics based on documents. We take this content to build new scenario of lecture. After that, we can use new scenario to conduct the lesson. Pardon, some mistake on the presentation. We start our storyline from stage E1. Then students can choose the next path in the step E2. When they choose the upper line, upper path, they will learn themselves from their own mistakes. After making mistakes, they should go back to the E2 step and choose correct path. The correct path will allow them to obtain new learning outcomes. In order to verify the learning outcomes, you should ask students according to the topic of the lesson. In our example is, for example, like this problem when customer wants to buy some elements, but seller cannot sell this type of goods. You can find this example and other examples of lectures at the website of the STEM project. We have at this time 4 type of lecture with some other research than informatics. If you are an educator, I think you want to see our e-learning course. The course help you to understand of project and understand how to identify the contents of the toolbox, how to use the content, and how to apply good practice in online teaching. Like the previous resource, also this e-learning course you can find in our website on the Project STEM website. Okay, I think it's a good time for us when we can test the superfast learning machine. You can copy this hyperlink, or you can scan a QR code to open the tool. I will show you how to use it in practice. Before that, I want to say some words about this machine. The complete procedure, the whole procedure of how to use SFL machine includes many steps. At this moment, I think we need to put only some Word or PDF or PowerPoint files into SFM to get results. Processing of documents may take several minutes. Please remember about this. Okay, I close my presentation and I go to the web page. This is official web page of STEM. One moment, I don't see. Okay. After open the link, you can see a parrot with label to drag and drop file. After that, you can drag and drop. Web page was running the processing. After that, you can choose some elements. What is the document? It is not necessary. You can select the pages. Or, wow, one moment, my mistake. And maybe it is important, enter the topic to what topic will be find in documents. For example, this is documents about SBL, so I type SBL. When you click extract, document is processing. Of course, you can upload many documents. I upload only one to better presentation. After that, SFL machine found many questions and answers. For example, when learning occurs, I talk about it. When learning occurs when learner goes through the storyline. And you can read this question. You can download the questions to later. What is important? The R, relevance. It is a factor to these keywords. How these keywords agree with these questions? Okay. Do you need some time to test this SFL machine? If yes, please hand up your like virtual hand. Okay.
Maybe some other example.
Okay. Maybe other type of files, because not only Word, also PDF, also PowerPoint, and very simple text files. On each document, we can set what is, for example, presentation. I think it is possible. No, we don't have presentation. For example, we can take this. Oh, sometimes we have errors. It is possible that some of documents contain very difficult elements to recognize by OCR. In this way, we can some documents can delete.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am trying it with one text, and it actually works. I just have one question. I have the question and the answer, and the S stands for what?
S. Okay. Oh, why I have errors? Okay, I have this extract
Yes.
sentence.
Sentence.
The whole
Okay,
sentence
okay,
of
okay.
of this question.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes goes wrong. I think it's not necessary at this time. In my opinion, I have used many types of documents. When the documents are big, for example, big PDF with many pictures, is not good idea for this. The best documents are presentation or scripts from lectures, rather small documents than big. Some ask about link. I put the link on the text chat. And I think I can return to my presentation. Okay, I show you the SLFL machine. Some advice about it. Good practice is use for this methodology for practical issues. Next, if you build scenario, build storyline, please build it for most common situation. For example, in our short version of pedagogical guidance, we have example about how to make coffee. And the last good practice, it is good to choose the repeatable example. Okay, a few words for at the end of the presentation. I want to ask some question to you from you. If it's possible, please complete the survey and answer to the question. What do you see on the screen? The survey you can find by scanning QR code, and also on our chat. As you can see this chat, you can see the link. Okay, I give you 2 minutes for you to fill the survey.
Maybe, Rafał, do you have some results?
Okay, I am going to check.
Rafał, we have some question.
I have 3 response.
Do you have question from Cecile?
Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for this presentation, this talk. I have used one time SLB machine for my lesson, and it was little amazing to this list of questions that that I proposed to my students, and it was a good experience with my students. It was in licence.
Yes.
I
If
think this is only opinion about SFLM. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you if you use it. It's very important for us that some people use all of tools like scenario, inquiry dataset, and problem-based learning.
Okay, Rafał. Maybe someone has some question from to our presentation. I don't see, but maybe we can show our results from our questionnaire.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I have the results of survey. Maybe I refresh. Okay, we have 5 response. All people use active methodologies in lessons, but only 2 people heard about SBL. I think it's good information because this webinar is for it to show you what is SBL. Next, all people want to use this methodology like SBL and other, I think, in classes. And the last question is what the scenario or short road or some other roads you want to prefer to do in lessons.
I think this last 2 questions is most important for us.
Yes, yes. No.
The answer, no, we expect this kind of answers from the users. I think, Rafał, this is good feedback for us, and we are very happy that this method is interesting for you, and we are able to support you in the case when you would like to use this kind of methodology in your classes. If you have some more questions, you can contact with us to our university and Koszalin University of Technology, to me or Rafał and Professor Banaszak. And now, Rafał, thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. And we can close our webinar. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, thanks.